Okay, raise your hand if you want to have kids one day. All right, there's a lot of us. So all of us one day when we have our kids, we're going to want the best for our kids. We're going to want our kids to be as successful as possible, right? One of the best things that we can do for our kids is to put them into a team sport. Children learn and gain so many benefits from being involved in a sport. So people should always put their child in a sport due to the several benefits that the children gain from it. One of the first benefits that children gain is sports enhance the child's health. So many sports involve running, jumping, kicking, whatever. That is enhancing the child's fitness. The kids running around like they're having fun, and they won't know it, but they're being fit. They're learning these healthy habits and staying healthy, running off their energy, staying fit, all those sorts of things. And it also creates the healthy lifestyle habits. So once the kids are running around, they're going to get used to it. They're going to want to go on runs. They're going to want to be fit. And later on in life, they're learning these things early on. So then later on in life, when they're faced with needing to exercise, they are used to it and they can, and they're able to use that healthy lifestyle habit that they learn when they're a child involved in a sport. They're going to be able to use that later on in their life. It also is used as a natural stress reliever. I know many times growing up when I was a kid, and even now I'm still involved in sports, growing up I used soccer as my natural stress reliever. I would have a hard day, be stressed out, and then I would be able to have practice that day, and I would go out to practice, and I would be able to just run off whatever it was, just clear my head and just enjoy the sport and being around people. It was just a natural way, an easy way to help to relieve stress that's going on through your life. Because children have stressors. Like when I was younger, I would have a bad day, or like my friends wouldn't want to play with me at recess or whatever the thing it was, and I would be able to have soccer as my fallback. I would have practice, and I would be able to go and play with my teammates and be able to run around, kick the ball, and it just would relieve my stress. And it was a healthy way, a good way to turn to being able to play a sport to relieve my stress rather than to turn to being misbehaving or whatever. I was able to relieve that, and it was a healthy way to do that. So it's helping to enhance the child's health. All of that encompasses to enhance that child's health, and that benefits the child not only in their current state and being able to be fit, but it also helps them create those habits for later on in life. Another thing that sports do is it boosts the child's self-confidence. The children learn to be confident in themselves and in their ability as they learn new skills. They become more confident in themselves. I was also involved in gymnastics when I was younger as a child, and whenever I accomplished a new skill, I was so excited, and I would run to my mom, my dad, and I'd be like, I learned a new skill, like, watch this, I can do a cartwheel now, or like, coach said I can do this or whatever, I'm moving up to the next level. There's like each steps, and as I was doing that, I was gaining confidence in myself. And yes, there were times that I was like, man, I'm frustrated, I cannot get this skill, and I was let down. But when I was able to accomplish that, I was like, man, like, I can do this. There is something I'm good at, and it was able to boost my confidence. And it also helps to boost your confidence because you gain social benefits. You have a team that you're surrounded by. You have these friends that you're encompassed by. You understand each other on a different level. When you're on a team with someone, you understand each other at a completely different level than someone that's not, because you understand your coach, you understand the dynamic, your love for the sport. You encompass each other within his team, and you are able to grow together and learn together, and it's just a new social habit. So you're gaining confidence in being able to talk to your teammates. You create communication, being able to, hey, pass the ball here. Like, you're learning to be confident and knowing what you're talking about. Like on the soccer fields, when you see an idea on the field and you want the ball to your feet so you can play here or whatever, you're gaining confidence as you learn to speak up, and you're gaining that confidence in yourself, and that benefits the child. And with that confidence being built up, the sports also help to develop teamwork and leadership skills. So as you're learning to communicate with your team, you're building leadership skills, being able to lift up your voice and to talk about your ideas and things that you're thinking. Another thing is children learn about commitment. The time that goes into sports, yeah, it's a lot. You're going to have to take time out of your day to go and practice or to go and research different things. You're going to have to take time out of your day, but it teaches the child about commitment, knowing that if they sign up for something, that they have to go through with it. So if they have practice, they're expected to be there. If they have a game, they're expected to be there. It teaches the kids responsibility, and that helps learn a leadership skill. It also teaches the kids to be resilient, because there are so many times where they're going to feel let down. Like I talked about earlier in gymnastics, like I struggled getting certain skills, or there's going to be times where maybe the team's on a losing streak or whatever. The child's going to learn to be able to push through that. They're going to become resilient, and they're going to be able to work with their teammates. They're going to be able to work with their friends and be able to lead their friends. And they're just gaining so many things just from being involved in a team sport. And it's so important that our kids be involved in a sport growing up, because it helps with their health. It helps with their mental and physical benefits. And there's so much to it that there's no reason that you shouldn't want your kids to be in it. And your children will succeed in life if they are involved in a sport. I'm not saying they won't if they're not, but there's so many benefits, so many things that they learn and gain from being in a sport, that why would you not want that for your child?